But also, I just want to say thank you to everyone who did hop on. This really means a lot to me, and I'm excited. I'm not going to take up much of your time. We'll all be off before 8. But I first off just want to say that um, I have been totally all over the place since July of 2017 until the end of the year. And I'm not going to lie. I really lost track of, like, what my goals were, not, like, business side aside, but really fitness-wise. And one of the biggest things I love so much about coaching is my challenge groups. And I completely just was trying to do too much all at one time. And it's just too hard. And then I feel like I'm letting you guys down. So my commitment now is that every Sunday and Monday night, just because I know that some people are getting kids and stuff ready for the school week and whatever on Sundays. So I'm going to be doing this every Sunday and Monday night moving forward. If you guys want a one-on-one call with me, since most of you have been here for a little while now, I know that if Catherine's here, so that'll be a little different since you're just starting. This is your first month. But if you've been with me longer than a month, reach out to me if you want to do a one-on-one call, okay? Just because I'm not reaching out to you, it doesn't mean I'm not thinking about you. It's just I've been here for 2 years now, and there's so many people to keep track of, and I just don't want you to feel pressured that you, like, have to be perfect or anything. But I am going to create, like, a little call chart so that you guys know what my schedule is if you want to set up a time. Other than that, every Sunday, 7:30, and every Monday at 8 p.m., I'm going to do this same exact thing. It's just going to be a different topic, okay? So that way you guys can all get to know each other, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But anyway, so let's just kind of dive into this and take some notes. If you guys want to ask questions at the end, please feel free to do that. So basically, I'm just going to record all of these. So moving forward, there's always going to be a recorded call for just one of these. I'm going to do the same exact call tomorrow night for people who weren't able to make it on tonight. This week, we're just going to talk about getting in a routine, a little bit about meal planning, and the power of personal development, okay? So first thing, guys, it's one of my favorite quotes, and this is actually Beachbody's, like, tagline or motto. It's decide, commit, succeed. And I know that those things sound so simple, or not even simple at this point, but just kind of, like, silly. Like, they really don't carry much weight anymore or meaning in today's society because so many people don't follow through on the things that they even want to do, let alone the things that they have to do, right? So deciding is really writing down what your goals are and telling yourself that you are willing to do whatever it takes to hit that goal. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit more about that when we go into scheduling your workouts. But deciding is that you have sat down and you said to yourself, I refuse to end another year feeling like, why didn't I do that then? Why didn't I say yes to this then? I really wish that I would have just woken up because I don't remember those mornings that I pressed the snooze button anymore. But I do remember now that my pants still don't fit, or I still didn't hit those goals that I keep freaking talking about, and I'm just getting sick and tired of them swarming around in my head. I'm ready for them to just happen so I can set a new goal, right? Actually, let me make sure that I do meet everybody super quick. Okay. So that's what deciding is. And now committing means a couple different things. One, you got to commit to yourself. So you have to see your goals everywhere, guys. Honestly, everywhere. And if you're somebody that works in an office space, have a sticky note or even get a little cute card stock or an envelope or whatever. Jot down 3 to 5 goals that you have for the next couple of months and see that at work. Put sticky notes around your mirrors at your house, in your bathroom, on your refrigerator. I know it sounds so silly, but I promise you, the more that you see that and envision it every single day, the more relevant it is, or the more likely you are to continue to work toward it. When it is out of sight, out of mind, we make up excuses. It's every temptation right in front of you is going to win out over that goal that you have back here. Rather than if you see chocolate donuts sitting on the counter, but then you also see this little quote on your refrigerator that says, like, a minute on the lips, a lifetime on the hips, or something cheesy. My dad used to say that one all the time. But just saying something like that, like, you are able to see both of them. You can see the side. And that's when it comes down to you making a choice, right? And when you have committed to yourself, and not only to yourself, but then to other people. So committed to this group, hopefully you've at least told somebody else in your life, whether it's a significant other, your best friend, a work employee, or whatever, and just said to them, I'm doing this thing. And I just want to tell you about it because I know that you're going to call me out on it in a couple weeks if I'm not talking about it anymore. And I know that you're going to be like, hey girl, what happened to that like weight loss thing that you were doing, or that fitness group, or you said you wanted a meal plan, but I haven't seen you bring in a container to work and you've been buying lunch at Panera every day. You know, when you tell somebody else, it just makes it more real. Best analogy I can give you is if you guys can remember going back to when we all were dating, you know, that one asshole in our lives. It wasn't an official breakup until you told your mom. Because once you tell your mom, you can't go back to the guy anymore, right? Because mom is like, I will literally murder him if he's ever allowed in the house. Think of the same thing with your health and fitness. Just tell your friends like, I don't know if I'm going to do this, but I want to do this. I'm just going to tell you about it and just hold my ass accountable. When it's everywhere, you will succeed. Okay. So I saw this cute little to-do list thing and I thought it was really awesome. So we'll just quickly go through this, but setting intentions for your day. I think that sometimes what happens is we tell ourselves, I'm going to work out 6 days this week. I'm going to follow my meal plan. I'm going to drink water every time I'm thirsty, and I'm going to eat carrot sticks when I'm hungry. Guys, stop. That's first off, not maintainable. And secondly, think about when you start to have kids. Is that really how you want to raise your children? You know, telling them that it has to be so strict and so structured and so perfect. And believe me, I struggle with this all the time personally. But what I can say is, this year I've decided that I don't want to be this clean-ish person that is meal prepping every single meal and everything is laid out all the time. I really just want to get to the point where I'm eating foods that make me feel good. And if I'm about to eat something that I know isn't going to make me feel good, I'm not going to feel guilty after it. Okay? Like that is how you build confidence in yourself. And that's how you build control too, saying, I'm allowing myself to have this. I'm not cheating on my lifestyle. I'm just eating this. And then tomorrow, get back to my workout and eating well and drinking water. The next one is listening to your heart. Okay? If you are halfway through a workout and you are just not in it that day, I'm not going to sit here and tell you to just push through it. Sometimes you just need to pause and walk away from it. Reevaluate, why did you press play on that workout? Okay? And if it is not to make you feel good or to have more energy or to release some stress or whatnot, and you're doing it because you feel like you ate something bad that day at work, or you feel guilty about what you snacked on last night, or whatever it might be, stop. Okay, the whole idea behind this is exercise is supposed to be a celebration of what we can do. Don't let it be a punishment, okay? The more fun that you make this, the more likely you are to continue to show up. Obviously, stay focused. So a lot of the time we will just get so hung up in the moment and think like, I've been eating well for 4 days in a row. I've worked out every day and I haven't lost a pound. What the hell? Okay, guys, you've got to stay focused on the end goal. So many people in life just get stuck on the sucky part of life, but you have to remember that the suck comes before you can succeed. I know that sounds really cheesy, but just go with me on it. Okay, so you have to go through the sucky parts, which is all of your friends are out drinking margaritas and eating the extra guac, and you're sitting there just eating chips with red salsa and water. Okay? Now, you don't have to do that, but say that's your goal. Say that was your decision and your choice. All right? Then you just need to stay focused and remember that it's not going to be that one day that's going to change everything, but it's going to be the fact that you had the belief and the love in yourself to choose to do that good thing that day. And that's going to give you the confidence to continue to do it tomorrow and then the next day, okay? And then the last ones, we'll just kind of skip to celebrate achievements. It's so important. So that's definitely something, since Hannah Kitchman and I are going to be running this group together, I'm super excited about. You guys have seen her. Her name is Hannah Lee on Facebook. So when her and I are both going to be posting and, you know, helping each other out with this group, which is really nice, we're going to make sure that we are doing like little non-scale victories and just celebrating every little phase of this journey. Okay, because if we're only hung up on the physical stuff, guys, life happens. Your body has hormones in it. I don't care how well you eat and whatnot. Stress can be the biggest limiting factor in your success, okay? So take a deep breath, woosah. It's crazy sometimes the fact that stress can actually cause you to struggle to release like extra water or, you know, turn some of your fat cells in your body in and kind of get rid of them so that your body's not holding on to them anymore. You can honestly gain more weight by stressing out than by eating donuts. Okay, so I don't know about you, but donuts win over stress all day. So if I'm gonna put on some extra fluff or be at least like do what I want, I'm gonna eat donuts, not stress out, okay? So let's kind of dive into a morning routine for a minute. Actually, let me see. It has some embrace the suck. Yeah. Okay, so morning routines. Guys, there's a great book out there called The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. I honestly just got this on Amazon. It was super cheap. It's a really cool book, though. It's thin. Like, I read it, I think, in 2 days. The font is huge also, which makes it really nice. But it's called The Miracle Morning. And it's nice because he actually goes through and, like, tells his story and why he became a morning person and all this other stuff. But he breaks it down into, he calls them SAVERS, and it's an acronym for silence, affirmations, vision, SAVERS, exercise, reading, and scribe or writing. Now, you don't have to do all 7. Having a struggle, baby, with the right one. My writer is not normal. What's going with that? You don't have to do all 7 of those. They're basically just there as a reference or a guide. Okay, so I do have some ideas that you guys can kind of use with it, but the whole idea about a morning routine, guys, is to just help your day run smoothly. That's the whole idea behind it. I can't tell you how many people I talk to and they're like, oh my God, no, I literally like wake up and go. Like, what that means then is that you don't realize how much power you have over your life and how much control you have over it. Something, guys, as simple as getting to the right mindset before the day starts to F you up is that you're in control. Is that you know, okay, life's going to happen to me today, but like I'm right here, I'm feeling fierce, I'm feeling ready, and I've accepted that shit might happen, but I'm going to keep moving on because that's life. That's life. And you've honestly gone through your worst days so far to be where you are right now, and it's going to be okay. But it helps if you prepare the night before. So a few things are if you work. Okay, so if you work a normal job, you know, a corporate job, you're sitting at a desk, you have to leave your house. You do not work at home. Prepare your lunch the night before. Okay, have your snacks laid out. Lay out your workout clothes, or even have like your coffee maker ready, or whatever it might be. If you don't have time to have breakfast in the morning, obviously Shakeology is definitely going to be a recommendation, or overnight oats. I'm not personally a fan of egg muffins. I've tried to make them. I fail. If you guys like them, kudos to you. But anything along those lines, just to make it super simple, you can just grab and go. My biggest thing is you have to have a reason why you're waking up. Okay? Mine is not, I'm like, oh yes, I get to work out today. Usually it's like, oh God, I have to work out today. But the thing that gets me up every day is I look over at my boyfriend and I'm like, I want to live on an island. And I keep talking about it and I'm going to make it happen this year. You need to have something really big, whether that's your kids. And not just, oh, I want to work out for them, but why? Why does it matter to you that they look up to you and see this, you know, fit mom? And not even fit, because fit looks different on everybody and fit is different to everybody, but that you are doing something positive for yourself, right? Maybe it's for your significant other. You want to help them live this lifestyle. But so many times, guys, people don't do what you say. So if you've been barking at your boyfriend or your fiance or your husband like I know I have, it doesn't do anything. Now, if you start doing shit and they start seeing you feeling awesome and your confidence going up, they're going to be so attracted to that, right? And it's going to encourage them to want to do it with you, all right? Other than that, something that I do that also helps with my morning routine is for my alarm, instead of it being just like 7:05, get the F up, it's usually like, if you get up now, you can enjoy your coffee and read a book. Or it'll be like, you are super duper awesome. Get your cute ass up. I don't care, whatever you want to call it. Just something other than alarm number 45, okay? So when you look at it, it's like, all right, I'm ready to do this. This was a little photo that I actually found on Pinterest that I thought was super cool. So these would be my biggest tips as far as helping you wake up in a positive mood without the first thought in your head be like, ugh, my alarm went off, okay? So one is, you got to get a good enough sleep, guys. You got to get a good enough night of sleep. So for me personally, I'm trying to wake up around like 5:30. And so I know that I want to get about 7 hours of sleep. So I've got to be in bed, you know, by 10:30. All right. And so just think, and that's hard for me because I'm normally like, I don't go to sleep until 11:30 or midnight. But it's hard then to wake up that next day. And then by Wednesday, I'm crashing. And by Thursday, I'm dead and I sleep until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay. So just ease into all of this. But sleep is going to be most important. So the first thing I really encourage you guys to do is tomorrow, it being Monday, make this kind of like your first of the year. Don't press snooze, okay? Even if you only set your alarm 5 minutes earlier than you normally do, it doesn't matter. Just don't press snooze. But at the very least, I encourage you to set it 5 minutes earlier than you normally do. Something that simple and small. And what happens is you do that for a whole week, you're confident, you're just gonna feel like, you're gonna feel on a high, because that's where confidence comes from. Confidence comes from you saying, I'm gonna set my alarm early and I'm gonna wake up when it goes off. And then when you do that every day, you get addicted to it. It's crazy. Like, success is very addicting. And when you do that every single day, you're like, bring it on. I'm gonna set your ass 15 minutes earlier. And before you know it, you're waking up 2 hours early and you're like, I don't know who I am, but this is me and I'm gonna do it. Just gotta get to that point, okay? Tip, put out your workout clothes. I actually have my phone sitting in my bathroom on top of my workout clothes. So my alarm goes off. There's like a lot of things I have to, like, I would have to look down at my phone and all of my alarms are all super motivating quotes. I'd have to press snooze on all of them. I'd have to stare at my workout clothes and then still decide to get back into bed. I would feel way too guilty. I'd be laying there just like, oh shit, I should probably get up. It'd be a waste of sleep anyway. And I always think, I'm not going to remember this extra 15 minutes of sleep a year from now. But I am going to remember, did I do something that one day to help me hit my goals? Hydrate. This is a huge one, guys, and something that I really underestimate. Drink a glass of water. I'm not going to lie, sometimes in the morning, I almost like want to throw up. Water's kind of the last thing I want to drink. I'm not going to lie. It's cold as shit, eyes closed, and I just chug it. I know, honestly, as weird as that sounds, like I can't stomach water. I don't know why. But I just chug it. It's just a small glass. I don't even know that it's 8 ounces. It's probably only 6. But just getting that flush of water to your brain when you've been dehydrated all night long, instant way to wake yourself up, okay? Other thing I've been doing is I don't look at my phone, okay? So I don't know if any of you guys follow me on Instagram, but you might see that I, in my stories, will do like, I'll show what book I'm reading and my gratitude journal. I actually do all of that first without looking at my phone, other than turning my alarm off. And then I go back and I take photos of all of that stuff. The reason being is I don't want to be dictated by my cell phone. Okay. Another thing I like to do is I just put it on silent in the morning. Obviously I have like my family and whatever that can kind of get through. I put like do not disturb. So I put them as people that can get a hold of me in case somebody's like actually dying. But I do that just so that I'm not distracted by my phone. Because on the rest of the day, it's usually I see one little light up thing and I'm all about it. Breaking that connection and not being like instantly gratified by seeing your phone light up mentally is huge. And this is just like a little life thing or whatever. Focus on today. So don't worry about what happened yesterday. Don't worry about that. You only have today. So make it so awesome that you want to make it even more awesome the following day, okay? Brushing my teeth works as well. Just kind of like getting that minty freshness. Taste, I don't know, whatever. Workout. I'm definitely going to encourage you guys to get your workout in the morning, okay? Just honestly ask yourself, do I work out after work? Especially for most or a lot of you, you live up north, okay? So it's dark. It's very dark. It's very, 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 very cold. Be honest with yourself. When you get home from work, do you just want to cuddle on the couch and watch TV with your significant other or your pets or your best friend or your roommate or whatever? Most of us, yes. Just say to yourself, no, I don't want to do it. But I also at one point didn't want to be an adult and go to work, and I somehow got my shit together to do that. So you can do the morning workout too. Just got to get into the habit of it. Try to shoot for 2 to 3 days a week at first. Okay, don't tell yourself I'm going to work out 6 days in the morning, right? Just try for 2 to 3 days. See how that works. And then if you only did maybe 1 day this week, so say tomorrow is the only day that you woke up in the morning and got your workout in before work, and every other day, either you missed it or you did it after work. Try to shoot then for 2 days next week, okay? Don't make these like huge leaps and bounds. Just say 2 days next week. You guys got your whole life to work up to that 6 or 7 days a week if that's your goal, all right? You don't have to do it all overnight. Something that I do that I think is really cool is writing down 3 things that you're grateful for. Again, this is all kind of part of just that morning routine, getting into that right mindset, feeling positive, feeling excited about the day. And then listening to a podcast or even just music, especially if you're somebody who is maybe your teacher. So you're constantly learning and listening to things all day long. Maybe it's just kind of nice to listen to some music. Okay, maybe that has some swear words in it because you probably can't do that when you go to school. Whatever your jam is. But just make your morning fun. So yours could even simply look as simple as, obviously don't press snooze, but putting your workout clothes on, sipping your coffee and reading a book. It could be cuddling with your pet and making scrambled eggs or oatmeal. It could be turning your favorite television show on and watching 15 minutes of it before you start your workout while you drink your pre-workout, okay? Your morning routine can be anything. But as long as it is yours and it makes you happy and it's helping your day start off on a positive note, that's all that matters, okay? So let's talk a little bit about personal development, and then we're just going to lightly touch base on meal planning because I'm going to talk a lot about this in the rest of the Get Obsessed group this week. So personal development, guys, I do have a file in our Get Obsessed group that is, and there will be one in our official 80-day group as well, that'll just say like personal development recommendations. And really, guys, this is just a mental game, so much more than it is physical. It's not that you physically can't get back on track after the holidays. It's not that you physically can't work out after a long day of work. It's that mentally we're tired. Mentally, your focus is elsewhere. Mentally, you just don't believe that that one workout is going to make a difference, so you'll just do it tomorrow. Okay? When you get into that right mindset, you're just willing to do whatever it takes. That you know that it's going to be 30 minutes of your night. And if you guys are home around 6 o'clock and you're going to bed around 10, that's 4 hours. I don't know about you, but dinner really only takes us 25 to 30 minutes. So there's 3.5 hours now of just what? Hanging out. 30 minutes, you can do it right in your living room. Significant other or pets or whoever you live with can be chilling on the couch, hanging out with you, and you can still be doing this all together. The biggest thing about personal development, though, is it's going to help break those self-limiting beliefs. So a lot of the times, and I saw this when I was a personal trainer, a lot of people give up on themselves or just don't really try or give it 100% effort because deep down, there's still this thought in their head that I'm just going to go back to my old ways. That you don't really believe that these habits are going to last. That you are who you are and you're just trying something new this month, or you're just going through this at-home workout phase. Guys, I've been here for 2 years. I'm telling you that if you just change that thought that I can't, and I'm always going to be like this, and I'm always going to be that person that does something for 2 weeks and then falls off track, and does something for 2 weeks and falls off track. If you believe that that's just who you are, you're not going to give 100% of your effort to this. And worse than that, you're not going to have fun, right? And the more fun you're having, the more likely you are to show up. Okay, so believe in yourself. Believe that this is going to be different because if it's meant to be, it's up to me. And everything that happens, you have control over it. Okay, you have control whether you work out every day or not. Not whether you got home from work late that night or whether you press snooze in your alarm. Doesn't matter because you still have time to work out if you really, really want to do it. You just got to want your goals badly enough, okay? But learn patience. That's something that I've taken away from personal development too, is it's not going to happen overnight. And one of my favorite books is called The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. And he basically just says how it's not what you do every once in a while that creates success. It's what you do consistently. And so for so many of us, once in a while, we meal prep. Once in a while, we wake up at 5 a.m. every single day of the week. Once in a while, we stick to a workout program for 2 weeks. But consistently, we press snooze. Consistently, we're not following through on that meal plan. Consistently, we're taking a lot of notes, but we're not taking any action, right? And that's what ends up leading into, how did I get here? How did I get to this point where I have no energy and I have no motivation and I couldn't tell you last time I worked out? You just have to stay patient and believe in yourself that it is all going to work out. You just got to take it day by day, one workout at a time, one shake at a time, and one meal at a time, okay? One of the things I really like, though, is the podcast app. I wish there was a fancier name, but I literally just typed into iTunes podcast app and it popped up. And there's a whole bunch in there. You can actually just search by category. So you can search like health. You can search confidence. You can search self-love, productivity, money saving, time management. There's all kinds of stuff. I do really love Shine Text. This is probably my favorite thing that I'm subscribed to. It's a free text. I just get it Monday through Friday, and they're really quick. It takes like 2 minutes to read through it, but I always take something awesome from those. And then, of course, Darren Daily. This is just a video. It gets texted to your phone. Again, Monday through Friday, it's free. And if you want that, it's just darrendaily.com. It's just a landing page. All you do is enter your cell phone in there. So let's just quickly go over just 2 more things. Meal planning. So I'm going to pick this again up throughout this week, like I just said, so you guys can kind of follow along with that there. But the biggest thing as we're going through that this week that I want you guys to think about is how hard do you want to go with your meal plan? Okay, everybody is different. So you need to ask yourself a couple of questions first. 1, what are my nutritional goals right now? Okay, because that's going to determine, are you using your portion control containers? Whether or not you're actually like leveling everything off at the top is not important. But are you going to at least use those during your meal prep or while you're creating your meal plan? Or are you more so just going for, I'm not really going to be measuring my food or anything like that, but I'm just going to be focusing on what I'm eating. And then next month or down the road, I'll focus on how much I'm eating. Okay, everybody's goal is different and everybody wants to take this at a different pace. But whatever pace you want to go, keep it simple, okay? The Beachbody blog and Pinterest are your go-to sources, guys, all right? Just as simple as this, I can show you super quick. Pinterest, just go to Pinterest. And at the top, all you can do is type in Portion Fix approved meals. And the reason I say Portion Fix is because those are the name of your colored containers. And just scroll down through here and you're going to find tons of recipes, tons of meals, lunches, snacks, whatever you want. And then of course the other option is if you go to teambeachbody.com and you are signed in, and you click on Beachbody on Demand. Sure this pops up. And under here, you'll see blog. When you click on blog, this will take you to meal plans and recipes and Shakeology things, and it works. Okay, you can search under nutrition, and my suggestion would be to look at meal plans. Okay, there's also cooking tips here, lots of stuff that you guys can kind of scroll through. This would be my suggestion that you guys do between now and next week when 80-Day Obsession comes out, if that's the program that you want to do, okay? Whether or not, I am going to be talking all about meal planning for that next weekend so that we can all really start together on a fresh note, feel really confident going into this. But meal planning, guys, just don't overcomplicate it. Use Beachbody. Follow theirs. And if you don't like one of the foods that they have, remove it or replace it with something else that you like, okay? So if they have a tomato and you don't like tomatoes, just cut it out, okay? If it's a stuffed pepper recipe and you don't like peppers, make it into a wrap, okay? And it could be like a whole wheat wrap or it could be a lettuce wrap. All kinds of variety, all right? So I'm going to finish this here and I'm going to open it up for questions. So I'm going to unmute everybody really quick. Does anybody have any questions right now? Do you guys feel pretty good? Yeah? Okay, awesome. So other than that, again, it's just going to be 1 post a day moving forward. The check-in is going to be included. We will have share a workout. Every other day it's going to be like share a workout or share your Shakeology, okay? So just kind of, follow on to that. And then we're just going to take 1 topic for that day. All right, so tomorrow, again, I'm just going to be talking more about meal planning, so you guys have the whole week to really think about it. And then Hannah and I are just going to alternate back and forth again. All right? Sound good? All right, guys. Thanks so much. Have a good night. And I'm going to post this recording in case anybody else wants to watch it and look back on it. Bye. Actually, you know what? Don't go yet. Can we real quick, while you're all still here, can I take a quick picture? Yes, you all look cute, so just get rid of your thoughts of, oh, I look so bad. Stop. No, you don't. Okay, let me see. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, you're all cute. Love you all. Bye.